If you have few or no friends, society might tell you something's wrong with you. But what if I told you psychology says it's actually a sign of something rare? Personality traits most people don't possess? Stay with me, because what you're about to discover might completely change how you see yourself. Here's the truth that psychology has been trying to tell us for years. Having a small social circle, or even no close friends, doesn't mean you're broken. According to research published in the British Journal of Psychology, highly intelligent people often feel less satisfied with frequent social interactions. Your brain might simply be wired differently, and that difference comes with traits most people will never develop. Let's break down what makes you different. Trait number 1. You see through social games and emotional dishonesty instantly. While everyone else is busy playing along, your brain is 3 steps ahead, reading between the lines. You notice when someone's words don't match their body language. You feel the tension when people pretend to care. Most people miss it, but you pick up on it immediately. Studies show that people who spend more time alone develop what psychologists call elevated social perception. You notice the micro-expressions, the tone shifts, the contradictions between what people say and what they actually mean. A study from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology also found that people with higher emotional intelligence can detect insincerity faster than others. But here's the catch. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. So you'd rather sit alone than watch people perform for each other. It's not that you're judging them. You're just exhausted by the act. And honestly, that's completely valid. But it's not just about spotting fake behavior. There's something deeper happening in how you connect with people, which brings us to the second trait. Trait number 2, your conversations need substance or you shut down. Small talk feels like nails on a chalkboard to you. How was your weekend routine? It drains you more than an entire day of work. You don't want to hear about the weather or someone's lunch. You want to talk about why things happen. What motivates people? What fears drive us? What makes existence so strange and beautiful? Research from psychological science shows that people who engage in more substantive conversations report higher levels of happiness and general well-being than those who stick to small talk. Your brain craves meaning. You want to discuss ideas that matter, problems worth solving, and experiences that change someone. When a conversation stays surface level, your mind literally checks out. Not because you're rude, but because your brain refuses to waste energy on empty exchanges. So you wait. You wait for someone who can match your depth. And while you're waiting, something else is happening that most people don't understand. Your energy works on a completely different system. Trait number 3. Social interaction drains your battery faster than others. This isn't about being shy or antisocial. According to neuroscience research, some brains are more reactive to stimulation. You process conversations on multiple layers simultaneously. The words, the tone, the subtext, the emotions. While your friend can attend 3 social events in a weekend and feel energized, you need 2 days of silence after one dinner party. A study in the journal Neuroscience found that introverts and people with highly sensitive brains show more activity in areas associated with internal processing. Your nervous system simply works harder during social contact. It's not a weakness. It's biology. You're not antisocial. You're socially selective because you have to be. You're protecting your energy like it's a precious resource because for you, it is. Now, this next rare trait is probably the most misunderstood. People see it as coldness, but it's actually the opposite. Trait number 4. You've built a complete world within yourself. You don't need constant company because you're genuinely comfortable in your own mind. You could spend an entire Saturday alone and feel completely fulfilled. Psychologists call this self-sufficiency, and it's rarer than you think. Research in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology shows that people with strong internal resources experience less loneliness, even with fewer social connections. You don't need constant external stimulation to feel fulfilled. Studies on self-sufficiency show that people with rich internal lives report feeling less lonely, even when physically alone. You can spend hours, even days, in your own company and feel perfectly content. You think deeply. You reflect. You create. You explore ideas most people never even consider. You've cultivated hobbies, thoughts, and projects that genuinely interest you. You don't scroll through your phone hoping someone will entertain you. You entertain yourself. This makes you seem distant to others, but really, you just found something most people spend their whole lives searching for: inner peace. But there's one more trait, and this one explains why you built those walls in the first place. Trait number 5, your past turned you into an expert observer. If you have few or no friends now, chances are someone broke your trust before, maybe multiple times. Developmental psychology shows us that early experiences with betrayal or inconsistency can create what's called heightened vigilance. Your brain learned to watch first and trust later. Psychology also shows us that betrayal actually rewires the brain's threat detection system. You became more cautious, more observant. You started watching how people treat others when they think nobody's looking. You test consistency before you invest. Now you observe people like a scientist studying human behavior. You notice patterns. You don't hand out trust like free samples anymore. Some people call this trust issues or being guarded. You call it being smart, because you've learned that your inner circle isn't just about who wants in. It's about who deserves to stay. So let's bring this full circle. If you have few or no friends, you probably have these 5 rare traits. And here's what that really means. You're not missing out. You're filtering. You're not lonely. You're selective. You're not broken. You're just operating on a different frequency than most people. The right people will match that frequency when the time is right. Until then, there's nothing wrong with walking your path alone. If this resonated with you, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now, because we're just getting started unpacking the psychology behind human behavior and who you really are. And trust me, the next video will reveal even more about your personality that school never taught you and society doesn't want you to know. You get to see why you think the way you do. I'll see you there.